I remember the fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, cold against my skin, the sharp scent of antiseptic filling my lungs. I was on the operating table, heart racing, veins trembling with more than just the anesthesia. They weren't here, my parents, gone, at my sister's birthday party, laughing, drinking, toasting to her happiness, not mine. I tried to call, no answer. Their absence wasn't a mistake, it was deliberate. And in that sterile, unbearable moment, I realized I didn't need them, not anymore. Back then, I had believed in them. I had believed in their warmth, their guidance, the stories of sacrifices they claimed to have made for me. Every word, every smile, every reassuring nod, they were chains I wore without realizing it. I trusted them, I loved them, until the betrayal carved its first line across my chest. It started subtly. Canceled visits, excuses dressed as concern, a sigh too long, a glance too cold. I convinced myself I was imagining it, but then I saw the messages. Flippant texts, "Can't make it, busy tonight. Sis's party though, she'll be thrilled." The words burned, and I understood. Their priorities were never mine. Shock passed quickly. Sadness lingered for a moment, but anger came faster, the kind that sharpens the mind rather than clouds it. I realized then that retaliation wasn't about shouting or breaking things or burning bridges. It was about control, power, showing them that absence had consequences. That betrayal, deliberate or not, demanded a reckoning. I planned, quietly, meticulously. I severed contact, cut every line that could tether me to them. Social media? Gone. Phone numbers? Deleted. Invitations? Ignored. Every shared memory, every family photo, every inside joke, they became weapons I wielded against nostalgia itself. I didn't need a confrontation. I needed them to feel the void they created. Then came her wedding. The invitations arrived like little taunts. My sister, radiant and smiling, completely unaware, or perhaps complicit. My parents expected me to show up, to feign happiness, to bow to tradition. I let the invitation sit on the counter, let it collect dust. Days passed, weeks. I watched from a distance as their frustration built, the frantic calls, the hesitant messages. "We miss you. She wants you there. Family matters." I waited. Let them unravel. Let their desperation mirror the emptiness they once left me in. And then, the subtle strike. A mutual acquaintance, a wedding planner I had befriended months prior, sent them the truth, carefully curated. I had moved on, thriving, independent, happy. They weren't invited to my life anymore, just as I had excised myself from theirs. I watched the effect, not gloating, just noting. The shame, the awkward stares from relatives, the quiet questioning, "Why isn't he there?" I had taken control without raising my voice, without a scene. Their expectations crumbled like brittle glass, and in that silence, I felt the release. They called eventually, tentatively, hesitantly. I didn't answer. And when I finally did, my words were measured. I recovered, I healed, and I moved on. You weren't there when it mattered. No apology, no excuses, just truth. Enough. I don't relish their regret. I don't need their recognition. I relish the clarity, the empowerment that comes from walking away while they remained tethered to their own failures. I built a life without them, on my terms. Every choice, every achievement, every quiet victory, they never see, and that is precisely the justice I sought. The house of betrayal they built had no doors for me. I had already left. And in leaving, I became untouchable, free, strong. I sometimes think of that operating table, the cold fluorescent lights, the fear in my chest. That moment of absolute abandonment forged something inside me, a truth I could never unlearn. I survived, I thrived, And they, who should have been my anchors, are ghosts I no longer invite. Their wedding passed, I didn't attend. No one noticed me, but everyone felt the absence. And that absence, that deliberate, unwavering choice, is my revenge. Silent, perfect, complete.